guys, I'm Trina Taco.
And I'm Takatani aka Titi. Thank you for watching Kamwood Girls. Today on our show we're talking about finances, a very sensitive topic.
Is it okay for married couples to have one account, just one, nothing separate? Tani, what do you think?
Oh my god, I think that's a very sensitive topic that affects everybody, and I think one account is a hassle. You know, that's just my opinion. I think men and women should have, or married couples should have separate checking or savings account and then one checking account, you know, to pay the bills and walk around.
It all depends on the couples, if they want a separate account or they want to join account. But I think as married couples, you need to have one account. That's one sign of trust in your partner. What do you think?
I think we should sit down and hash this out and don't go away. We try to sit down, feel comfortable, because today is going to be a long show. And we have a very funny question, should couples or married couples share expenses? Expenses is a very important thing now that we are in America today, and there are lots of bills. This is not like Cameroon where we just buy a house and the bills don't come that often. So should married couple split expenses?
They don't need to split their expenses. Married couples, once you've signed out in court and in church, said yes I do at the altar, you automatically committed yourself for this relationship. So everything has to be one. You need to act as one, as a team. So once you put your money together, you all know how you're going to pay your bills, where this money is going to, the children's school fees and all that.
I think it's all of this is you have to consider who is making more money in a marriage. When you get into a marriage and you discuss about your finances, you discuss about who pays what, and how the money comes on. If I'm taking 100,000,
Danny, hold on. It doesn't depend on who is making more. Once you marry to your partner, you get to marry for better and for worse.
Honey, that's your own opinion. I have my own opinion, and my opinion is I don't want to have a joint account. I want to have a separate account.
That you don't trust your husband.
It's not about trust. Money brings fights in relationships. Money brings controversy in relationships. And I just think, to avoid. I know a lot of couples that go on with separate checking accounts. I think if you just discuss it, if you know the budget of everybody, if the woman brings up money and the man brings up money, you know what? You discuss what to put for expenses, who pays what, and that's what I think.
It is all about trust. If you can trust your partner to have sex with him, then you can trust him to handle your money. You can't trust him to have sex with him, then you don't trust him for your money. If you weren't ready to give up control over your money, then you weren't ready for marriage.
If your partner happens to be somebody who spends a lot, how do you cope with this? The man spends a lot, he has overdrafts before your marriage, and he brings out all these debts inside this marriage, and me, poor woman, getting married to this love, and I have to overtake all these overdrafts. I have to take all these debts. Is it really necessary?
That's something that you need to discuss with your partner before you get into that marriage, right? Because once you bring in his poor debt, then you need to talk to him and tell him, you know what, you have to settle your debt before we can come together and have a joint account. Because I don't see no reason why you were not married to him before. You got engaged into all these bad debts, and now you have to pay for it. You need to talk to him.
I totally agree with you with the thing of love and trust and whatever happens in marriages. But I am a firm believer that because before you get married, you are already used to your checking account. You're always used to taking care of yourself. And if you do that good, and you meet a man you really love, and he's bringing all this baggage, I just think it's not worth it. It's worth having a savings account or a joint checking account where you take a percentage of each other's salary or paychecks and put together to pay the bills and help out. But whatever happened to tradition? Back in the days, like in Cameroon, where the man takes sole responsibility of the woman, no matter, even if the woman works.
Once you get married to a man, be ready to support him and his family. Don't go into this man's family and you start restricting him from supporting his family. Once you get married to him, be committed into this relationship, because you don't want to go back. You don't want to go in for a second marriage.
But I did not say a woman would not support her husband. I just said you should have different checking accounts. You know what? If the man is falling short, and I don't mean men should go lazy because a woman works twice money more than them, but if a man is falls short, we can lend a hand. I can lend a hand because I have our money. But I'm not saying because some men, like I have a viewer saying, she works, she's been married to this man for 3 years, and she's been working, and then the man just all of a sudden stopped working for more than a year. And what? All of a sudden he expects spousal support after divorce, or he expects a woman to take care of him for years. Don't abuse a woman. I think we should have separate checking accounts. The woman should support a man, likewise the man support a woman. But I just think they should be separate.
If you divorce your husband and he wants everything, give it to him. That's not the end of your life.
Some people get married for the money, to get some cash after the divorce. Some people married for reasons that you would not imagine. Some people married for love. But you have to be sure in what you're getting into. This is America, girl. This is not Cameroon. Don't get it mixed up.
You need to monitor your husband if he is there for love or for money. Because if your husband is there for love, you will know. If he is there for money, you will know, because he will be in and out of jobs, doesn't want to work. And you will see and you will feel him if he's loving you or he is not loving you.
Yeah, Trina, why don't you give us some advantages or pros on, joint accounts?
First is strengthening your love. Second, trust. Third is to pay your bills. You don't need to start cracking your head about who is paying bills and who is not paying bills. So it makes the marriage look transparent because you're not hiding anything from your partner. Everything is there on the table, so there's nothing to argue about.
Disadvantages in a joint account, to say, when the account is overdrawn, how do you know who's overdrawn the account? We both pay for the overdrawn, and maybe it's the man who went and overdrawn the account. And also it also makes the man to watch the woman and the woman to watch the man on how they're spending. Let's talk about families. The man can come with a chunk of family back home that he sponsors. Maybe he's the older child, or maybe he's the grown-up, so he has to sponsor a lot of people in Africa. And then I'm here, it does matter, and I'm here, I don't have that much family, so you're taking money from our joint account to spend back home to send to your family, and I have just one family to take care of. That's unfair.
Once you get married to your husband, he automatically gets married to the whole family.
Well, if the whole family is the whole village, honey, it doesn't work. I'm not gonna take that. And then what about some men who want to build houses? Back home in Africa, they say it's the men who work in the money here. They don't know that we have a joint account. He sends this money, builds this house, but put it in his name or his mama's name or his sister's name. And hey, tomorrow I go to Cameroon, I can't live there because the deed of the house is not me. You know what? There are a lot of disadvantages.
Honey, if you let your husband do something in Africa without letting you know, that it is your fault, because you need to talk to your husband. Hey, honey, what are you doing? I mean, we have a joint account and this money is just disappearing. I don't understand. I don't know where the money is going to. So what is happening to our money? If them, let him explain it to you.
If the money was not joint, it wouldn't be disappearing.
Next week, we're going to be talking about preventing divorce, because we know there's a lot of divorce going on, and it's a painful thing to sit with your husband and the next day or the next year you start thinking about how I'm going to divorce my husband. Where will you go to? Very painful.
The divorce is one of the most alarming situations going on in our society today. So we want to take some time and try to educate ourselves on how to prevent this divorce. I really want you guys, my viewers, to send their stories to us as usual and to reach us on Kamwood Girls on this show. I also want you to know, if you're watching us right now, go down and comment on prevention of divorce.
The total is $72.40.
If you go
You don't have your card?
I don't have a card here.
Tell me quietly, please.
Go ahead and make this payment. I'm start complaining.
Debit or credit, whatever. That's okay with me. Oh, you the owner of the card? Yeah. The card has declined.
Decline?
Maybe you should call your bank or something. We had 3,000 in that account yesterday. Did you withdraw any money from that account?
I withdrew money from the account yesterday. You sent it to Cameroon.
You want the kid. That project is going to make you get crazy, okay? Everybody's going to stop. I'm not going to kill myself.
So you want to suspend that project?
Please leave me alone. I don't care about that. What kind of man are you? Every day's money, money, money.
What's the problem?
What was all that? Don't even go there.
Where?
Okay?
That project is not.
How can you go and withdraw money without letting me know?
Are you not my wife? Must I tell you everything?
You have to tell me everything. Money is going to bring problem in all these things.
There is no issue.
I don't care about whatsoever.
I brought you from Cameroon to this place so we can work together and build our own projects back home in Cameroon.
You were disgraced in there, right?
Okay, what? It's America. Nobody knows me here.